Hello and welcome. My name is Lexi and here I like to talk about luxury beauty. Today we are talking about one of the newest Dior collections. That's the Miss DIOR Millefiori collection. And there are a wide variety of items that were released in this collection. I picked up a few things. There is an eyeshadow quint that I did not pick up, but I did pick up a candle, which, look at this beautiful box. It does come, the box comes wrapped in plastic, by the way, when you purchase that. And then there are also some like Dior Addict lip cases and so forth, but just take a second to look at this. So this does have the Miss Dior fragrance. It's not a large candle. It does come with the little cardboard cover on the top to protect the wax. This isn't a large candle or anything, but I just think it's so cute and such a nice container when the candle's actually burnt up. This is one that I will probably use. I keep like these little ones from Diptyque here, and I keep like eyeliners in them. And that's what I will probably do with the Miss Dior, maybe some lip liners or something. So I think this is a really, really cute candle, really nice gift. This is 85 grams or 3 ounces, and it is made in France. So really cute, bigger than a votive size, but it's still a mini size. Now on to the makeup. This collection has an eyeshadow quint, which I did not pick up. There is a beautiful loose powder, like one of the cushion powders. I think it looks really pretty. It looks like it might be a lavender powder, which I absolutely love. It was hard for me not to purchase this. And it has a fabric case that looks like this. So the powder has a case that matches this lipstick case. And I think this is stunning. I really did want to pick up the powder, but I have picked up this cushion powder in the past in the like pink shade that came out. Was that last year? I just did not really like the powder, so I did not pick it up, even though the packaging is stunning. However, as I just showed you, there are 2 limited edition lipstick cases. These work with the Dior Addict lipsticks. They also have a Dior Addict lipstick. Unfortunately, you can't buy this in the refill. It's not available as a refill. So you do have to buy the black case with it. But this is in the shade 1947 Miss Dior. There is supposed to be a shade for the Millefiori. I'm sorry, my pronunciation is terrible on that. But I have not seen that pop up yet. There is, however, another case here as well. And this one, can you see the sparkle? You have kind of this rainbow, like a rainbow foiled ribbon kind of running throughout here, creating this sparkle. So there's like pink and yellow and blue kind of sparkle running throughout. And if you look very, very closely at the fabric, you can kind of see these like rainbow stripes here as well. So these are fabric cases. So while they are very chic, they're very beautiful to look at, it is something that can get dirty. So just keep that in mind. But again, both of these will fit the Dior Addict Lip Shine right like this. I'm going to swatch these on my hand today. So this is the velvet, and we're just going to build up kind of the end there. So you can see this is kind of a rosewood, but there is a little bit of a peachiness to this. So it's going to be a warmer rosewood shade. And again, this is what is currently on my lips. There's kind of that touch of brown in there, a touch of rose, and a touch of peach. Next, let's take a look at the shine. And I have to say, I really love both of these formulas. These are both formulas that are my favorite from Dior. But this Addict Shine in particular, I find very comfortable. And it's one of my like go-tos. It's one of those lip balm, lip gloss, lipstick hybrids. So it's very moisturizing. It's not that long lasting. However, the velvet is. And the 2 of these pair well together. But you can see from these swatches how much cooler in tone the Addict Shine is. It's going to be a lot rosier, a lot more pink in there. There's less of that brown. There's less of that peach. So although they are technically the same shade, they are very different. The finish is going to account for some of that. And yeah, I think overall that's probably going to be the major contributing factor, but I do feel like they are slightly different bases. Probably has to do with the different ingredients needed to use to create each of those different formulas. All right, so let's look at a few comparisons. Let's start off here with one of the Guerlain Kiss Kiss Shine Blooms. This is 229 Petal Blush. Just going to put a little dab of this right down below here. And you can see that this is going to be more pink than the Miss Dior. But looking through the shades that I have in this formula, this was the closest shade comparison. You can see it's going to be a little bit cooler, but I don't have anything that is a closer match in this particular formula. Let's take a look at one of the Dior Addict lip shines. This is 526 Mallow Rose, which is actually going to be a sparkly shade here. And you can see the difference between that and Miss Dior. Again, Mallow Rose is going to be a little bit cooler and it has some shimmer in there, but they're going to be fairly close. So, you know, if you really like Mallow Rose, but you wanted something a touch warmer, the Miss Dior shade is going to be a really good option, especially if you don't want the glitter in there, because the Miss Dior has shine, but no glitter. Mallow Rose does have a little bit of sparkle. Moving on, this is one of the Rouge Dior lip balms. This was limited edition. This is the New Rose shade in 728, and that's new and you. That came out not that long ago. So this is a balm. I'm just building it up so you can see the color a little bit more. But this is going to be like a rosewood shade. And you can see that it's kind of, the color is actually kind of in between the Velvet and the Addict Shine version. And it's a really beautiful shade, but it's going to be a little bit warmer in tone still than the Addict Shine. Just a little bit more rosewood, whereas the Miss Dior is a little bit more pink in that formula. And a few more comparisons. This is one of the Guerlain Velvets. This one here is number 360. It's really hard to read their numbers sometimes, but you can see this looks like a light nude, and we're just going to put this one right down here. It's deeper than it looks in the bullet, but you can see that this shade is going to have a little bit more mauve in there. It's going to be a bit warmer, but it is a fairly comparable shade to the Miss Dior matte, or velvet rather. All right, so let's take a look at one of the Rouge Dior shades. This is 525 Cherie, and this is going to be actually in the metallic version, but they do have this shade in other finishes. Just gonna kind of put that one right here in between the two, and you can see that this is a very close shade to the Addict Shine in Miss Dior. So the difference is the Cherie actually has a bit more peach in it than the Addict Shine does. It's still not quite as warm as the Miss Dior and the Velvet, but you can see it's pretty close to the Dior Shine. Again, this one is the metallic finish, but it does come in other finishes. So if you're interested in this particular shade, you know, it is a good option. And this is a Burberry Kisses. This is going to be the satin formula, but this is 16 Deep English Rose. They do have matte versions of this as well. I think they have this same shade in matte. Honestly, I'd have to double check. But this is the Burberry. You can see it's going to be a bit rosier, a little bit cooler in tone than Miss Dior. And my last comparison here, this is one of the new Bobbi Brown Luxe lipsticks. This is actually shade 306 Italian Rose. I'm going to put this down here at the bottom. So that's this shade here. You can see it's a little bit more pink than Miss Dior, but again, this is going to be comparable. This is going to be a cream formula. So, you know, it's not satin. It's more like a satin, but it's more opaque than a traditional satin. So you can see this is a little bit cooler, but they are pretty close in tone. And again, this is 306 Italian Rose. So I hope those comparisons were helpful. Overall, I think the Miss Dior collection is a really beautiful set of offerings. I think they make great gifts, you know, especially even for the holidays where you want to give something a little bit special, maybe something limited edition, but you don't want to get your traditional holiday items. I think this is a really great, you know, collection for that. So I have to say, I'm really loving the particular pattern they have on the candle and these lipstick cases. It's hard to choose, but this one is going to be my favorite. So I have to say, I really like it. The white canvas, or rather ivory canvas, does make me a little bit nervous, but you know, I think I can manage to keep it clean. So thank you so much for watching. I would love to know if you purchased any of these items. They are on the DIOR website. I will have purchasing information down below in the description box if you're interested. And yes, please let me know if you picked any of these up or if you're planning on it. They are all limited edition. I think they are really beautiful items. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.